What's going on, traders? Thanks for tuning into this video, which is going to be one about my watch list that I got over here. I also asked you in my Telegram channel to send me your pairs that you want me to cover up. So I'm going to check this as well in the Telegram right now in order to cover them up as well. So this was my post over here. What pairs do you want me to cover up in the next YouTube video? Just comment them. First one, EURUSD, AUD/USD, EURUNZD, AUD/NZD, GBPUSD, gold. Almost the same pairs, guys, but also GBPAUD, EURUJPY, USDCAD. Yeah, like we can see, a lot of pairs. Therefore, I'm going to minimize it a little bit because otherwise this video will be way too long, and I'm going to cover up all the other pairs in the next live stream, which is going to be tomorrow, guys. So make sure to check it out. I will post this on my Telegram channel, so make sure to be a subscriber over here. Guys, what we've done in the inner circle group the last couple of days and weeks, well, basically we took some nice trades. So on GBPUSD right now, we're running this trade over here with nice profit right now. I see GBPUSD going more to the upside. I'd also sent here some nice trading examples, some trading IDs, and yeah, that's basically it. What I've sent in a circle group. Also, we're over here big profit because I took a very nice entry on GBPUSD, which I'm going to show you right now on the chart. And yes, but I'm going to start off with the DXY because, as we all know, this is the pair which I use for the overall direction on all the dollar pairs that I got over here on my watch list. So what that basically means is that if the DXY will go to the downside from a long-term perspective, I do expect the GBPUSD, gold, EURUSD, that those pairs are going to move extremely to the upside. And for example, like it is USDCAD, it would also go more to the downside because the dollar is here at the beginning, and on the other pairs the dollar is at the end. And this is how it works basically. This is why I'm going to start off right now with the DXY, because I want to see if I'm right on the long-term perspective, and this is why I'm going to start off with this. Let me check if I've closed everything. Yes. Okay, then let's get started with the analysis, guys. Now, what we can see over here on the DXY from a monthly perspective, this is how I'm doing always my analysis. I'm starting with the higher time frames. So I'm starting with the monthly, I'm going down to the weekly, I'm going down to the daily, and afterwards I'm checking on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the minute 30, on the minute 5, and on the minute 1 I'm checking for entry. Okay, so those are for the direction, and those one over here are for the entries. Okay, that's basically it. This is how I plan my trading. So everybody has his strategy, how he's doing this. For me, like I told you, direction, and this is for the entry. That's basically it. Now, for the overall direction of the DXY, I'm starting with the monthly, and what we can see over here is that the market has rejected this monthly area of resistance pretty hard. Okay, from this area previously we went all the way to the downside, and we created over here this first lower low. This was the last time that the market created a higher high during this strong movement to the upside, and this was the last higher high. Then it created this lower high, and it went all the way to the upside, coming back to this level, rejecting it all the way to the downside, and over here it created a new lower high. Okay, and as you can see, it also respected my monthly area of supply pretty good from a closing perspective, because the market closed exactly below this area, and then it went all the way to the downside. And right now, what I do expect after creating this lower high over here, I expect with this next impulsive movement over here, the creation of the next lower low. Okay, so that this whole structure will then switch from this bullish market to this bearish market right now, what we can see on this chart. Okay, that's basically it. This is why I see the DXY dropping more to the downside. Plus, we got some more confirmations, because if you have a look on this uptrend over here, you can determine this trend line, which the market broke with this strong impulsive to the downside. It broke through this level of trend line, it retested it, and then the continuation was giving us from the market over here. This is for me super clear that the market will just simply continue to drop more to the downside. Also, we already hit my first take profit level. If for all those who are following me right now for a long time, you know that the 90 was my first take profit, and my second take profit level is going to be over here at the 80 level. So the market will now continue to move down lower from my analysis from a monthly time frame. But what we can still see is that over here we got strong level of demand, strong level of support, meaning that the price could easily reject it to the upside before the price will continue to move down lower. This is one option, or the option would be break of this level, retest, and then continuation to the downside. So we have multiple possibilities right now, but for us right now super important is just to understand what is the overall target on the DXY, and it is bearish. And from all time frames, it looks like it is ready to continue down lower. The weekly rejected perfectly till this level of previous support, now turned resistance, and we may go down lower, but still we got the possibility that we're going to test this level, because if you have a look to the past, what the DXY also has done during this movement over here was previously breaking this level of previous support, and since then it retested it as resistance, went all the way to the downside, and right now we have a similar pattern. Therefore, the probability is still here that the price will continue to move up higher, testing this level before this whole movement to the downside. But this is something which I cannot tell you right now, because from all other time frames, for me it looks still bearish. We have absolutely no confirmation for the movement to the upside. We only had confirmations for this movement over here to the upside, because the market previously has given us this pin bar, which was simply the result of an impulse correction, and afterwards the market tried to go up higher, but it ended up giving us this double top, and it went all the way to the downside. So right now it looks like the market has provided us an impulse and a correction, and right now what we can expect is the continuation to the upside, or we can expect that the price will break this low, creating new lower lows and so on. And this is what I do expect right now, because I do not have any other confirmations that the price should go bullish. Okay, it looks for me more bearish than bullish right now. Basically, that's it on the DXY analysis. With this information that we have right now, we can do our analysis for gold and so on, and let's see what we can expect on those pairs. Starting on gold from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market broke through this level of previous resistance with this impulse. Now, after this impulse, and always in general speaking, after an impulse, you want to see a retracement. You want to see the market giving us a correction, and with this correction, the market perfectly retested this new area of support, and it has also provided us this huge movement to the upside, which is going to be the continuation of the overall uptrend structure on gold. Okay, that's basically it, what we can see from a monthly time frame. Plus, in addition, we can measure over here the retracement, and what we can see over here is that the market has perfectly retraced till the 0.5 FIB retracement level, and this is what we want to see. Okay, we want to see always after an impulse at least a retracement till this 0.382 level, but if we're going to go down lower, it is even better for us to catch a better entry in combination with a better risk reward for entries. Okay, because long term on gold, what we can expect is that we're going to go straight to 3K. So it will take some months, it will take some years, I don't know how long, but on the long term, I definitely expect that we are going to hit this. Let's go down right now to the weekly time frame to identify the overall situation that we got over here. And what we can see here is that the market has broken the previous level of support. So it was here support, 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 and with the very last weekly candles, we broke through this level. We also we already have seen a nice correction to test this level of support, so it gave us also a retest, and right now what we can expect from a weekly perspective is that we're going to continue to move up higher to follow the overall uptrend on gold. Let's go down right now to the daily. Let's see what the daily is telling us. Well, on the daily, guys, I told you on all my live streams over here on YouTube and also in TradingView that I wanted to see a retracement after this impulse. Okay, the market has provided us this impulse, and I told you I want to see at least a retracement till the 0.382. After the moment when the market has provided us this daily candle, I told you I want to see the market going at least lower to test the 0.5. The reason why this was, it is because of this pin bar. You want to see after such candles, you want to see the market filling those wicks In this case, it went to the downside. For me, it was pretty clear that we're going to go down to the downside because from a closing perspective, we did not retrace to one of the fib levels, so I wanted to see a deeper retracement before the continuation to the upside. And this is exactly what happened. The market tested this level and went all the way to the upside. But we had some more confluences for this entry. It was because of this 4-hour level of demand, and as you can see, it was exactly over here at the 0.618. As we can see, the market went previously over here to the downside and then rejected it all the way to the upside. And I told you we want to see fill in this wick, and the market came all the way to the downside, grabbing the liquidity that we wanted to see and provided us this movement all the way to the upside. Then today, in today's live stream, I told you for all those who did not get an entry in gold, you have the possibility right now to entry it at this level of demand. And how you can see, the market went all the way to the downside, grabbed this liquidity and went all the way to the upside. Right now, what we can expect from gold is that it will go and continue to move up higher. I see it railing up till this level of daily supply, weekly supply, so you have a lot of confluences on this level. So this is for me right now my next take profit level. Also, if you have a look on the structure, what you can see is that the market is still in this strong level of uptrend structure, and you want to see that the price will definitely hit this level. Okay guys, that's it with the gold analysis. Let's continue with EURUSD. I will also start over here from a monthly perspective, and the monthly is for me super bullish. Why? Well, in the first place, you see here this W formation, so the market failed to go down lower and has provided us this strong impulse followed by a correction, and right now we're in the next impulse. My long-term target right now for EURUSD is 1.24 and 1.25, and I also see it going even more to the upside. I see it on a very long term. I want to see it going up till the 1.40 level. Okay, this is around here. But I will then give you definitely an update how we're going to approach this setup. Right now, I want to see the price come to this level before making any other updates on the future, how this everything will develop. Also important is to see how the monthly candle will close in 3 days. Let's go down to the weekly. On the weekly, we can spot this huge impulse to the upside. And I told you, I want to see a retest of this new support / demand area on the weekly. Also on the daily, it is a support and demand level. And as you can see, the price perfectly tested this level, and it also rejected it all the way to the upside. So pretty good right now. And therefore, let's go down to the daily, because from a weekly perspective, guys, what we can expect is a deeper retracement or the continuation to the upside. So both possibilities are right now given from a weekly perspective. The monthly is still showing us bullish. The weekly is right now indecision. Let's find our final answer on the daily and on the 4 hours, what they are going to tell us. 4 hours is super bullish because the market is still creating higher highs, higher lows, and so on. It rejected perfectly to this level of demand, okay? As you can see over here previously, again, pin bar, we wanted to see a fill in the wick. This happened, market rejected all the way to the upside. Right now, we do not have the answer if this is an impulse or if this is right now correction. This is right now the only thing. Therefore, we need to see how this daily candle will close to make some further predictions on the EURUSD. But for me, to be honest, if we're switching right now to the 4 hours, it looks for me like this is simply just in correction. Okay, this is the correction pattern that I can identify. You can draw it like this or like this, it doesn't matter. What we want to see is a clean break of this level. For me, it looks more like this. The price over here still not broke through this high over here, so it is still in the correction. And therefore we have right now the possibility of a break, and then you should enter the correction to aim for the 1.24 and 1.25 target, or the price could easily break this level, retest this level, going more to the downside. Those two possibilities we have right now for EURUSD. Let's continue with GBPUSD. Again, over here, we're going to make analysis on the monthly time frame, and what we can see over here is that GBPUSD is super bullish from my point of view. It is still very important to see how this monthly candle will close, but I definitely expect that we're going to go to 1.40 or even to the 1.42 level. Also, strong level is the 1.38. The reason why those levels are so important for me is because of this monthly area of supply. So in this area, we have a lot of liquidity. So the big players, the market movers, the financial institutions are definitely ready over here to bring the price to the upside, to grab all this liquidity in order afterwards to bring the price again to the downside before the overall bullish continuation. So long term, I also see GBPUSD going more to the upside. So keep in mind, the DXY should drop to the 80 level. Therefore, GBPUSD has much more room to the upside. Okay, that's the idea right now. So what else can we see on the monthly time frame? We can see this area of resistance, and this is why I talked to you previously that the monthly candle is super important. If it will close like this, everything is okay. It is just important to print from a monthly closing perspective and higher. Okay, should be definitely higher than this level of resistance, and then everything for me is confirmed. Now we have more confirmations for this movement to the upside. We can see that from a monthly closing perspective, we never broke through this level of support that we got over here. So it's a strong level of support, plus in addition, it is a strong level of monthly demand area, which is located over here. Also, the market has provided us here a nice bullish pattern, which is the W formation, which consists of this impulse, correction, and right now the continuation to the upside, which is the next impulsive, which will bring us to the 1.40, 1.42 levels or even higher. Okay, that's basically it from a monthly time frame. Let's switch down to the weekly. What the weekly is telling us is that this market is overall bullish. Okay, bullish structure, higher highs, higher lows. I think everybody can see this pretty clear. Now, what the market has done with the last two weekly candles is that we broke through the previous resistance. We got a little bit lower to get kind of the retest, and right now the market is again testing it, preparing for the movement to the upside. And this is what I do expect, guys, and this is why I'm so super excited. The reason why everything happened like it happened on the GBPUSD, I talk to you very often on YouTube, on the live streams, on TradingView and so on. It was this pattern over here. We had this W formation, and afterwards we had this huge impulsive to the upside. After this impulse, you wanted to see the correction to test this level over here before the overall continuation to the upside. And I told you that I'm looking to buy GBPUSD, and I'm going to share right now with you my entry in the inner circle group, which was at this level over here of demand. So this was my entry over here at the 1.3220. This is what I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. I had a 40 pip stops, and I'm still in this trade. I'm still looking for price to move up even higher to continue to my take profit from a long-term perspective. Then today I also added a new position, which was over here at the 1.3480 level, which was a strong level of demand. So I explain it to you on TradingView today and on my live streams that I'm looking for price to come a little bit lower to get this nice sniper entry over here to rock GBPUSD afterwards to the upside. This is what I see right now. Why do I expect right now that GBPUSD will continue to move up higher? Well, I have several confirmations right now for GBPUSD. In the first place, I see this W formation. After W formation, we want to see a correction. This is what the market is giving us right now. And also, if we're switching right now to the 1 hour time frame, what we can see over here is this pretty clear continuation pattern. Okay, so the market should now continue to break this level to aim for the continuation to the upside. So this whole thing over here is simply just an overall bullish structure. Okay, that's basically it, guys. I expect the continuation. I know we have still here this daily area of supply, and this is why the market also went to the downside. We have supply, we have resistance, but at the moment when the market will close above it, you can definitely expect that the price should continue to the upside. That's basically it. Let's go down to the GBPJPY. It looks very similar to the GBPUSD. We have this trendline resistance. We got also over here this W formation. We got this impulse. We got this correction. And right now we do expect the continuation to the upside. So overall, I see the price come to this level over here at the 145 level. Weekly, completely the same. Super bullish structure. You can view it over here in the trend lines. And on the daily, we broke through this level of previous resistance. And right now it is acting as support. And what we want to see right now is after giving us enough retracement, it gave us retracement till the 0.5. Still possible is to go down lower to the 0.618. It is something which I do not expect, but it is still possible, and right afterwards I expect the overall continuation of this bullish trend on the GBPJPY to come at least in the first place till this level and then continue to move even higher. So right now, quick analysis for the USDCAD. I explained it also in my live stream today. You can view it pretty good over here from this analysis. It is still simply an overall bearish market, okay? It is creating lower lows, lower highs, and so on. So for me, completely clear that we're going to go down lower. Right now, the market has given us this movement over here to the upside to grab some more liquidity, preparing to move down lower. Right now, you have simply two options. Option number one would be price to give us one last correction to the upside and then huge drop, or move to the downside, correction, continuation to the downside. Basically those two options. And also for Dow Jones, I got those two possibilities right now. We can see this is simply a correction pattern in order to bring the price more to the upside, and this one over here is a manipulation pattern, meaning that this is right now illustrating us a bullish uptrend, but we may go down lower. And this is right now the question which we need to answer: is this a manipulation pattern which will bring the price to the downside, or is it a bullish structure in order to bring the price even higher? This is something which I cannot tell you right now. You need to simply monitorize price action from the lower time frames in order to understand how you could look for a potential entry. My last analysis for today is going to be the XRP price chart. Guys, I know a lot of news happened over here on XRP. A lot of people and traders, investors do not trust anymore in the XRP chart, but I'm here to tell you that I'm still in this pair, guys. I'm still expecting that it will give us these huge movements, which I told you over and over again on TradingView on YouTube. I still expect those targets to be hit. Definitely, guys. I do not expect that the SEC is going to win this procedure. I expect that we're going to win this procedure. I see this whole thing over here only as manipulation. You need simply just to understand how the market movers are playing this game, and you should just simply join their game. You should play the game with them and not against them. Because if you are an investor and you enter the trade over here and you're closing it during this movement to the downside, then you're simply a loser, and the market movers are going to make big profit of your fear. Right now in this market, during this movement to the downside, this is the area where a lot of investors are simply fear of the market. Also, keep in mind at which stage did the most traders, investors enter the XRP market. Exactly, it was around this level over here. It was after this huge movement to the upside. It was not during this phase where everybody talked about, okay, XRP is going right now to drop to zero and stuff like this. No, during this phase, when only a few traders, a few investors were in the market, this XRP market exploded to the upside. And right now, exactly at the moment when the most traders are in the market, it will go against them, just to trap them, just to get all the liquidity in the market in order to bring then this whole thing back to the upside. That's basically it, guys. This is how you need to understand this whole thing. Because if we're switching right now over here to this chart, what we can see is that we rejected on the weekly time frame perfectly at this trend line. We grabbed some liquidity from this daily demand area. We're still in uptrend structure. We're still creating higher highs and higher lows. It is still bullish. Nothing has changed. Okay, guys? Really, nothing has changed. Plus, in addition, we are at the weekly area of support. At the monthly area of support, which you can also feel pretty good right now on the weekly time frame. So it is previously resistance here, support here, resistance, break through this level of resistance, acting right now as new support. That's basically it, guys. You should simply join the market over here. For me right now, super important and interesting is going to be how this monthly candle will close. If it will close in 3 days, in 9 hours, exactly like this, for me, everything is super confirmed. We're going to explode to the upside, and all the other traders who have left during this huge movement to the downside, they're going to missing out and huge profit, very huge profit. But I got another analysis for you. Can you spot the pattern that you can see right now on the monthly time frame? I know that a lot of you traders will not spot this pattern. Basically, it isn't head and shoulders. I'm going to show you right now on the weekly time frame. It is simply this one: left shoulder, head, right shoulder, move to the upside, test of the neckline area. Right now we expect the continuation. That's it, guys. That was still a possibility which right now happened, it occurred, and now you want to see this movement. That's it, guys. That's it, guys. Plus, what else we can see right now is we have a bullish pattern on the weekly time frame. We got this M formation. After M formation, you want to see the price giving us this movement to the upside, and right afterwards the continuation. But if we're switching right now to the daily, we can see that we are about to create over here a W formation. So we're going to go up till this level to complete the M formation. So I'm going to show you right now what level I mean. I mean this level. This is the neckline area. On the daily, you got over here this W formation. Then if the price will give us this movement to the upside, completing this pattern, afterwards you want to see a rejection, a movement to the downside from this level, and over here there's again enough liquidity in order to bring the price again to the upside. And this is what I'm currently looking for. That's it, guys. That's it. This is how I view XRP. Let's see how it will develop. But for me, it makes super much sense that this is going to be the next movement. Okay, guys, that's basically it with the video for today. We're going to see then tomorrow in my new live stream. If you want to join me trading, just check out the Telegram channel. Look for the inner circle. I have right now a Christmas special running. And yeah, guys, hope that you're all fine. We're going to see you next time with a new video, guys. Bye-bye.